After a long season up till this point of a lot of inconsistency, we sit just above 500. But that's good enough to be in first in the NFC West. The next best team, the Cardinals, 5-8. We beat them the last game. The first game they beat us, but we would technically have the tiebreaker there. The Rams, we've beat in the one game we've played against them. Faced them week 18. And the 49ers are where we start off. Beating them earlier on in the season, we could sweep them today, and it'll probably be a quick game and kind of play it by ear. Both of the 49ers and Rams not off to a great season, so maybe focus more so on the Chiefs and Jets game. Either way, we're going to get through the remainder of the regular season with Gardner Minshew as our starting quarterback. In the last sim game of last episode, Marcus Mariota dislocated his ankle. His regular season is done. Could come back if we make it to the divisional round of the playoffs. But to get there, we're going to have to put out some good performances. So Gardner Minshew, strap up, because it's time to jump in. And once again, we're going to be starting with the quarter sims, at least getting into the second half and kind of going from there. We do get a touchdown, but San Francisco looks like they get a quick turnover and get 2 touchdowns off of it. So not great. We're going to need to, there we go, tie the game back up. Now, can we take the lead? Yes, we do. Going into half, we keep that lead. Now, let's slow it down a little bit. Still go by possession here. Dallas Goedert starts them off with 14. 4 yards, Geno. Then they lose 3. 3rd and 9, they get 26, DK Metcalf. This game did go down towards the end of the last time we faced them. And we barely squeaked it out with a win. I would like to get another, but Ben Skowronek, still don't know who he is. He ties this game up. 21 all, about halfway through the third quarter. Now, can we answer back a little quickly? Or even take our time? Either way, just answer back with a touchdown. I don't care how we do it. Myles Gaskin's getting most of the carries here. 4 straight, 3rd and 2, a sack. 4th and 6, probably going to have to punt from here. The safer call. Now defense, can you have a better go around this time? They start off similar to us, but Shaq Thompson gives it. Okay, Marcus Peters, that's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you for interrupting me. Let's jump in. Glad to have him back playing. We'll see what we end up doing with, if we do get to the offseason. Hopefully not. It would be great to get a season 1 win here, as Gaskins with space down the middle. But if we do get to an offseason, I'm very interested to see what we could do with a lot of possible trades. Not too sure. We're going to see a lot of good impact from the draft class, so potential trades could definitely see us go a little bit further. As a handoff here, Gaskins pushing forward, shakes one guy, still rumbling, down and in. His knee never touched. That will be a touchdown, putting us back in front. Gotta love that 18th effort. Now can our defense keep that momentum going? 28-21, 3rd and 6, throwaway. Defense does get the stop. They punt away. With about a minute here in the third, pass dropped by Brandon Cooks. Doesn't do that too often. 3rd and 7, a throwaway. So not a great answer back, but the defense does well. Knock away by Sidney Jones. Then a throwaway, 3rd and 10. Great job defense. As we start the 4th quarter, we'll be getting the ball close to midfield. Going to lose 3 to Kendrick Bourne. I'm assuming a jet sweep gone awry, but Brandon Cooks, 28 yards. If we could get into the red zone, we'll pop in. We're pretty close. 1st and 10, into the red zone. With just over 6 minutes left in this game, trying to make it a 2-score game. Gardner Minshew in the pocket. We'll wait, unload, we'll find. That's Hodgins for the first. Gardner Minshew put in a tough spot here. Mariota was honestly playing really well, and he threads that pass in. He says, stop talking about Mariota, talk about me. Touchdown to Hodgins. Will be a 2-score game here late. Now, what I was trying to say before being rudely interrupted with a touchdown is Gardner Minshew has been put in a tough spot. Marcus Mariota has played pretty well this season as our defense continues to get the stops we need. They even go for it and don't convert. Great job defense. But with limited playing time in the crunch part of the season, we're asking a lot for Gardner Minshew. And at least in his first start here, showing up pretty big. He gets a 3-yard rush there. 3rd and 3. Conversion. Love it. As we get close to the red zone at the 5, why not jump in? Watch one more touchdown, at least we hope. Trying to turn this one into a blowout late. Inside the 2-minute warning, can we go up 3 scores? Hand this one off. Gaskins will get 2. The 49ers still electing to call timeouts. They have 2 remaining. 3rd and 3 at the 3. We have about a millimeter that we could get a first down prior to the goal line. We fake the jet sweep, hand this one off. Gaskins cuts towards the middle. He should have just kept going towards the outside. 49ers call another timeout. And we're going to elect to go for it here on the goal line. Gardner Minshew no, he doesn't even get the first? I don't know about that spotting, but they say turnover on downs at the hairline. They actually don't even credit that ball moving up at all, which is a very bad spot. But let's see if we could get a safety here. Again, still up 35-21. Quick throw knocked away. That was the rookie corner in Gordon making the play. With a tight single back set here. Geno Smith will take the snap. Going to be a pass. Pass rush not quite getting there yet, and will throw late. That's 100% a late hit there from Thibodeau. Geno only 11 of 29, 149 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. It's not been a great game for him. Has trips up top here with a guy open who drops it. Had the first down, and he just didn't want it. But with a 4th and 10, inside the 1, they're going for it, lofting it up, intercepted. I honestly kind of wish it was dropped unless we get the pick 6 here. No. Well, a good play for the stats for Thompson, but we could have taken the ball over inside the 1-yard line. But from there, we could just go ahead and let this one start to run on out. 3rd and 4, a kneel from Minshew. Okay, kick the field goal then. All right, 38-21, about 30 seconds left for the 49ers. A penalty will give them some extra yards. Then they get a pass across the middle and another pass across the middle to end it. But we will sweep the 49ers this season with a dominant win, a strong 4th quarter, helped led by Gardner Minshew. And it was great to start with a win. But now against the Kansas City Chiefs, Myles Garrett on defense, Aaron Rodgers on offense. They are 9-5. This is probably going to be the big game of the episode. We need to see some wins through. We have a 2-game lead on the Cardinals, which tells me, with us having the tiebreaker, one more win without them winning will clinch the division and clinch a playoff spot. That could happen against the Kansas City Chiefs. So, Gardner Minshew, you did well the first game. Can you keep on doing it? And it's gonna be defense up first in the snow. It is near white out on the field. Good thing we're at least rocking the white uni tops. Probably should have put the white pants on as well. But a heck of a first play there from their tight end. Fights for all the extra yards. Darren Waller, 15 yards. Definitely need to make sure that's not happening. Don't need Aaron Rodgers getting extra yards after the catch. Will be a handoff down the middle, cutting towards the bottom with open space, and another 15 chunk, this time Joe Mixon. This offense definitely has the weapons it needs, and if you have Rodgers, you're going to have good receivers. He'll find guys to get them open. 1st and 10 with a jet sweep to the top. No one's there with another 15 yards. Chris Olave with the open spaces. This team's looking dangerous, or our defense is looking slow. It's one of the two. As Rodgers will go up top, we'll have another open receiver. This time not 15 yards, just 4. That time finding Curtis Samuel. So it's a different guy every play to start here for the Chiefs, as they're already close to the red zone, just 6 yards out. As they need 6 more for a first down, but that's not going to matter. Intercepted number 24, Marcus Peters. Slipped on into my broadcast voice there for you. 1st and 10. We take over. Gardner Minshew hands off play 1, and we definitely don't get 15 yards. We get 4. And Gaskins in his first full-time start did go over 100 yards last game, so it's great for him. Hopefully he could help lead us in this one as well as he looks for some space towards the bottom. Just keeps fighting forward. I love the second effort that he provides. We'll bring up a 3rd and 1 with 2 receivers up top. From shotgun, Gardner Minshew hard count, no one jumps. Will be a throw well behind Pharaoh Brown. But early on here, I'm feeling a little risky. Fullback dive, Ryan Nall with some space. We'll get the first down on a rush of about 4 yards. And it'll help keep our drive moving along as we sit with another ace type formation. This one from pistol will be a play action pass. Going deep, lobbing it one-on-one and swatted into the hands of one of the DBs. Well, we get a pick, they get a pick. That time Adderley will give the Chiefs the ball at the 20. Well, at least some interesting play to start off with. Another big chunk for the Chiefs offense. Olave gets 24, and then he gets 51 and a touchdown. Okay, well, we know the Chiefs' big play offense. Our offense isn't quite the same way. We're more of a slow, methodical spread, as Myles Garrett already getting a sack. 3rd and 9. 23 yards, though, Juwan Johnson up to midfield. Love it. 4 more yards, Gaskin. And then a penalty on Matabuke will help slide us forward down to the 30 with a 2-yard rush. Then 12 more yards, Brandon Cooks inside the red zone. So we'll go ahead, jump on in, see us hopefully end this drive with a touchdown. Will be a pass. Minshew has an open guy and will be a touchdown. Nice play. Kendrick Bourne took the simple slant, made the first defender miss, and there was no one left to stop him. All right, well, with this game all tied back up, defense, let's not allow Olave to get a touchdown on the last play of the first quarter. 74 yards. Dude is close already to 200 on the day. Well, clearly the cornerback group or safety group not up to par in this one. Maybe it's Rodgers, maybe it's Olave, maybe it's both of them, who knows. Either way, it's definitely going to be a tough one. 2nd and 12, throwaway. 3rd and 12, another throwaway. So not keeping up with the Joneses here. Instead, they get the ball back with pretty good territory. I mean, starting about at the 34 is not a bad place to start. 2nd and 4, throwaway. 3rd and 4, Rodgers scrambles and converts. 1st and 10, 11 yards, Mixon. They really, spread the ball around. I will give them props for that. They're making it very difficult for us to dial up, although they've gone to Mixon several times here. Now a throwaway. Okay, 3rd and goal. Come on, defense. Or Olave with his 3rd touchdown, and we're not even to halftime. Love it. Well, it's already feeling a little bit like now or never here for our offense. Keeping us in this one. We need a touchdown before half, as we set up the halfback screen that will go nowhere when we had 3 blockers out in front. Instead of a gain, will be a loss of 2, sending up another 2nd and 12. Feel like we've had that quite frequently today. Pass across the middle, wide open, Juwan Johnson. That, much better. And I know Chris Olave is a fantastic player. Had him in our Ohio Only challenge, and dude was just fantastic. With a rush down the middle, nice game. 4 yards on 1st down never hurts as we go inside the 2-minute warning. Setting us up with 2 receivers up top, 1 down below. We have all 3 timeouts. We need a touchdown to end this drive. Setting up the halfback screen once again that goes absolutely nowhere. Loss of 1. Can't keep going with screen passes if we don't gain anything off of them. 3rd and 4 or 3rd and 7. Don't know where the 4 came from. Nice completion. Wow, stumbling around there. We'll find Gaskins for the first. Play action pass off of it. Going deep once again. 1-on-1. Brandon Cooks. No? How is that not a touchdown? Did it back land out of bounds? I feel like we got gypped there. That should have been a touchdown. Heck of a throw there from Minshew. As we set up the screen once again, and will be another loss of 2. Stop calling the screens. Starting to call timeouts. We have a 3rd and 13, under a minute left here in the first half. Again, we need We need a touchdown. Field goal doesn't really provide the spark we need here. As we go empty, Minshew to the top. We'll find Juwan Johnson, who will get at least 4 yards, making it a more manageable 4th down. And after a false start backing us up even more, we have a 4th and 14. Hard count again, no one jumps to try to get it back with a pass, not going to find Cooks. Had the pass rush coming in, had to get rid of it, and the timing just a little bit off. So with 39 seconds, maybe left Aaron Rodgers too much time. Yep, left him with too much time. I mean, what do we have any cornerbacks or safeties out there? I mean, 7-28. It's just looking bad. As we start the second half, we'll at least start with the ball, but we're going to need to see something more here from our offense if we're going to get back in this at all. Luckily, a penalty there helps us out, and another penalty there helps us out. And then we get sacked, loss of 8. We then get that back, 3rd and 10. Okay, does the team decide to go for it? We kick the field goal. 18-point game. Now, can we just not give up a 20-plus yard touchdown pass? There we go. Pat O with the pick. This might be what we need. If we're to get back in this game, touchdown right this drive. We cannot afford to allow them to possibly get another touchdown and go up by like 3 or more possessions, as Gardner Minshew will pick up 2 yards. Heck, it's much better than the 2 yards lost every time we run a screenplay, so that works. 2nd and 8, hand this one off, cutting towards the bottom, get a few extra there, leaving us with 4 more here on 3rd down. 2 up top, 1 down to the bottom. Gardner Minshew takes the snap. Sitting in the pocket, pass rush coming in. We will get it out on the screen pass. Not going to lose 2 yards, but not getting enough either. But we're going to keep the offense out there. And we're going to be running right at Myles Garrett. Gaskins takes the handoff with some space, fights through 1, gets the 1st down inside the 24. Now, can we run a little bit of hurry up off this here? Maybe go with a fake jet sweep. Kendrick Bourne, going to send you in motion. Fake the handoff as well. Maybe had a pass early on. Still have a pass. Gonna find Juwan Johnson inside the 5. A little bit of hurry up here, keeping this thing going. Do we happen to have a read option in here? No, but we have a jailbreak screen. That possibly might work here for us. We'll send it out late. Brandon Cooks not gonna get by the defender, but down to the 1. And from here, goal line set. Let's give this one to Nall. Doesn't get too many carries, but he will pull one back here for us. Had to take control of that drive. Needed it to go quickly. And we have a game here late. We just need the defense to just play better. But instead of the PAT team, we're going for 2 here, trying to make it a 10-point game. Hard count, no one jumps. Who's going to get open right across the middle in the back? Kendrick Bourne will make it a 10-point game. But now that we finally got the score, can our defense step up? 13 yards, Rashad Bateman. Chris Olave as well. I mean, they have everything you need on offense. I don't know how their offense isn't a 99 overall. Penalty there might help us out. 2nd and 14, just kidding. Olave 21. I mean, defense is going to have to make a point. There's no real point of watching our offense try to score if they're just going to continually allow the Chiefs to just march downfield. Penalty will at least back them up. 1st and goal, throwaway. 2nd and goal, 1-yard rush. 3rd and goal, touchdown Josh Reynolds. Just not much we could do right now. We need a quick answer, and it doesn't look like we're going to get it. Going forward on 4th down, we do convert at least. Less than 6 minutes here. We need a touchdown on this next play, which we don't get. It's a throwaway. 3rd and 10, we at least get 9. Do go for it. Okay, we do go for it at least. Down inside the 5, and a sack Myles Garrett. 3rd and 13, another sack. 4th and 20. I mean, you kind of have to go for the pass here, and it's a throwaway. So essentially throwing away the game here. Chiefs run out the clock. Wasn't our day. Defense didn't show up. And it's not going to get any easier here in Week 17. The New York Jets are 9-6, led by Patrick Mahomes. They have a pretty solid defense as well. We need to win. We haven't clinched the division yet, despite still having a 2-game lead. there's still a shot that I guess somehow, way, shape, or form, we could not win the division. That's the only way we make the playoffs is by winning the division. So we need wins. And the games like Kansas City is definitely not going to help out. So can we right our wrongs against Patrick Mahomes? We'll find out. And perhaps this team just needed a little bit of luck, something extra to play for. So we're bringing back those 90s throwback unis as Patrick Mahomes will set up the throw, but Thibodeau gets home. Finally, we see him actually get a sack. Starting this one off, hopefully we're going to see a lot more. We did tell the media prior to this game we're going to get 3. Starting off with 1 sure is nice. Be another pass. They set up the halfback screen. We'll find Dalvin Cook, who will get back some of the lost yardage, but definitely not all of it. Leaving them with 16 more needed here on 3rd down. They stick with that same look. Mahomes with a quick throw, knocked away by Shaq Thompson. Force a punt early. Now, offensively, things weren't great last game. Also, the defense wasn't great either. So, can we just improve all the way around? Defense already started off better. Gardner Minshew's trucking a defender and sliding down. Good start. Will provide us with a 2nd and 6 as we hand this one off down the middle. Not getting by that tackle. Believe that may have been Oluokun. Yeah, is Oluokun. It's fun running into past players from these series on other teams in future series, I guess, is a way to, or present series. That's probably a better way of saying it. Gaskins converts. Also, it was the Jets that we were using in the previous one with Oluokun, so that's just fun. They also have Logan Wilson, the linebacker, who I would also really like to have on this squad. Just didn't quite have what we needed to make that trade, plus all the other trades we already did this season. But you never know. Off-season, possible. We'll see. With another run, we'll get 3, maybe 4. Need to pick up 6 more here on 3rd. We come out with trips up top, 2 down to the bottom with an empty look. Gonna make a hot route, perhaps? Going deep once again. Just not working well for us. However, on 4th down, I'd like to go for it here. Maybe Johnson on the out route, although they cover that really well. Cover the inside too. How about we load up deep? Hodgins beats the safety and the corner. How about we get a touchdown instead on 4th and 6? That works just as well for me, if not better. It's not all too often we get to hook up on a play like that with Hodgins, so really nice when it happens. 2 straight tackles for loss. 3rd and 14. Byron Pringle converts, of all people. 8 more yards, Dalvin Cook. 2nd and 2. Byron Pringle again converts. Then a throwaway. 2nd and 10. Short rush, leaving 3rd and 9. Not Byron Pringle. This time O.J. Howard with 21 as they get inside the red zone. Trying to answer back down to the 3. Devontae Smith and then a Corey Davis touchdown will level this one up. Well, offense maybe do better than the defense does on their 2nd possession, as we do get a 1st down with a rush there by Gaskins, then a penalty on Oluokun, move us all the way up to the 41, and then a big chunk Hodgins. Maybe it's his breakout day. To start the 2nd quarter, coming out here at the 13 for a 1st and 10. Gonna motion out Gaskin. Will be an empty look then, as eventually he'll get out there. There we go. Snap the ball, sitting in the pocket, look to scramble, avoid lost yardage. We'll get 1. A very elaborate quarterback draw, essentially. Not how it was drawn up, but kind of how it was ran. 2 either side here. Will be a quick pass up top, and that timing was well off. Leave us with a 3rd and 9. A 2 running back set. Will be a pass. Minshew going to the backup running back. That's Verdell. First time we've seen him out there. We'll get the catch, but not much after it. And we'll have to send out the field goal team, Rosas, to help put us back in front. Kicking just inside the 20 and just inside the uprights. All right, defense, you did great 1st possession, bad 2nd. What are we going to get on the 3rd? A lot of rushing so far. Just a lot of yards so far. Defense, you gonna show up here? 2nd and 7. There we go. 3rd and 9. Great. Okay. Much better. And then they go for it, and they can't convert it. Thrown away. I don't even understand why that's an option on a 4th or a 3rd down. Penalty also going to help us out up to the 42, or down to the 42. Then a throwaway. 2nd and 10. 2 yards. 3rd and 8. We get 9. Verdell. All right. We can go ahead and jump in from here. Down to the 32. We come out with a bunch just off the line to the top. Brandon Cooks, the lone receiver, to the bottom. Hard count, no one's jumping. Minshew dumps this one off. Juwan Johnson gets the catch, and not a whole lot extra. We'll set up a 2nd and 2 with 2 up top, 1 to the bottom. Gonna motion over Kendrick Bourne, fake the jet sweep, hand this one off Gaskin, who has to try to cut back. Just not a great play design. As well as Paradis getting shaken up. He hits the deck immediately after getting up. I'll have to bring out Dillard in his place, or at least that's who it should be, but I'm pretty sure Madden keeps messing with my depth chart as that's a bad throw. However, from the 25, only need 3 yards. I'd sure like to go for it here. And we have a couple different options. Apparently we're going to go with the read option, which he fumbles and scooped up. Either way, it's going to be a turnover. Gross Matos picks it up. He was trying to just hand that one off, but apparently that was one of the ones he had to hold A to do so. Hopefully, though, those 3 points don't come back to bite us that we just left on the table. 3rd and 7, 29 yards, Corey Davis. I just love the 3rd and longs that they get so many yards on. And we're right back to on 3rd and 13. They get 13, but listed as 4th and inches. Dalvin converts as they go for it. With that fresh set of downs, a throwaway. 2nd and 10, 7 yards. 3rd and 3, 14 down inside the 10. Less than a minute here left in the first half as the Jets trying to take a lead. They have not had one today. As they go towards the top, Dalvin Cook down at the 1. So they'll bring out the big goons, as will we. Who's going to get the better push? Will be a pass. Mahomes will find his target. Is that Muse? It is. Tanner Muse will get the catch, putting the Jets in front. Or at least I think that one's Tanner Muse. It's either the tight end or the linebacker. But we're going to jump out here with the offense and control this drive, primarily because we're wanting to control the clock. We're going to find Bourne, who gets the catch. Wish he stayed on his feet. We're going to hit the hurry up right off of it. A little bit of some play action here. Not going to draw in the defense, but over the top, Hodgins beats the defender once again and will be a touchdown. Terrell Jr. has not been able to keep up with the young receiver in this one. Back atop we go. Gotta love a quick score as we take a 17-14 lead, and we'll carry that in through half. Now, do they get the ball? No, we get the ball to start. Great opportunity here to go up 2 scores as we start with a throwaway, then a knockaway. 3rd and 10, 29 yards, Brandon Cooks. We could do it too. They're going to lose 3 right after, but it's fine. We had the nice first down play or third down play. Doesn't go well for us there. 4th and 9 at the 44. Probably going to be a punt. No, instead we missed the field goal. Would have rather the punt. Because obviously that gives them a good starting spot. Already past midfield. Already just outside the red zone. At the red zone. 2nd and 6 to the 10. Just some very inconsistent play, which has been very consistent for us this series. Eventually they're going to snap the ball. There we go. Sitting in the pocket. We'll dump this one off. Cook will get stood up, smacked down by Shaq Thomas at the 5. Also, I don't think we've had a sack since the very first play of this game. Maybe we could get one of those. That would be nice. 2nd and 3, a goal line set will be a play action pass. Mahomes sitting in the pocket, pass rush coming in, and there we go. Called for it and delivered. We'll set up a much more manageable 3rd down here for us. 3rd and 16. Watch them get 17 here. As we're in the double A gap look, we'll drop back into coverage. Mahomes across the middle will find Cook. Not going to get the 17. Will force a field goal attempt. Of course, that field goal attempt would tie this game up at 17 all. Snap back, hold down, kick is up. And that's exactly what it's going to be. Well, late here in the 3rd quarter, this game essentially back at the beginning with an even score. As we do convert on the 3rd and 6 with 7. Then a throwaway. Seeing a lot of throwaways in this game. 3rd and 9. 23 yards. Isaiah Hodgins showing up for us today. Unfortunately, Darrell Taylor showing up for the Jets. Gets the INT. Now, defense, can you get one back here for us? I would appreciate it. 2nd and 4. They get 4. 3rd and inches. Can we get the stuff as we start the 4th quarter? No, Byron Pringle converts with 5. 1 yard rush, Dalvin, 2nd and 9, 29, back to the 10 they go. The weird thing this episode, though, is our defense is getting burned by random guys. Like Byron Pringle has had a really good game today. Might that just be Patrick Mahomes helping him out? Maybe, but either way, he's at least getting open enough. They do find their way back down to the 1 once again. Goal line set for us against their a single back set. Gonna motion over the fullback / tight end, go to the bottom and in. Jets take the lead. All right, offense, it's time to get going. You had a good return, just need to build off of it. A shotgun ace formation, go with the delayed handoff. Just waiting and waiting, breaks away, headed down the sideline and caught. Good tackle there from Terrell Jr., but we're already to the 43. Nice job of flipping the midfield there. Gained what, 16, 20 yards? I don't know, complete guess. Gonna be a draw, essentially. We're trucking through another defenseman. I'll give it to Minshew. You know, he's not flashy by any means, but occasionally he will truck a defensive lineman. 2nd and 3. Another shotgun ace formation. Hand this one off down the middle. Powerful running there from Gaskin. He's averaging 4.5 a carry, though. Looks like he needs to be subbed out here. But we need a touchdown on this drive, and we're just going to keep giving it to him. With a nice little cut in there, dodges a Luakon. As Gross Matos shaken up will stop the clock. We'll come out, 2 to the top, 1 down to the bottom for 2nd and 4. Minshew will hand this one off right down the middle. Gaskin will get a couple. Now on 3rd and 1, he's heavy breathing again with 3 receivers down to the bottom. We hand it off down the middle. He shakes the first man, rolls over the second, and will very much convert that 3rd down. However, we're taking a lot of time off the clock here, not leaving us much time to try to grab a win within regulation. 3 minutes, motion over the tight end, hand this one off Gaskin, not Gaskin, Verdell checks in, and as he goes inside the 10 down at the 8. His first carry of the game as he immediately then leaves. 2nd and 4, 2 up top, maybe 1 down to the bottom, should be 1 down to the bottom, but we hand this one off again, Gaskin with another 1st down. I guess when in doubt, hand it off to Gaskin. That's how this game has gone so far. As we come out with 2 tight ends to the bottom of the line, will be another handoff Gaskin down the middle, pushing and in. As we hit the 2-minute warning, we tie this game up. All right, defense, we're going to see our best play from Patrick Mahomes here. We need to see our best play. As they come out with a spread look, Mahomes in the pocket, wide open receiver, can't give him that. 22 of 28 on the day, only forced 6 incomplete passes. That's not good as he will get picked off here. That's Pat O with the pick. Our leading pick artist is a linebacker. I wasn't even sure we were going to start at the beginning of this series. He's been making some of our biggest plays. Mahomes just forcing that one in, I believe, to Byron Pringle, who has been their best target today. Just not a good time to go that way. We'll hand this one off Gaskin, no other than our number 1 guy of this offense, at least this game. It's been him and not much else. Well, I take that back. Hodgins has also been really good. Either one of them should have the winning points in this one, as Gaskins will try to spin off the man, get an extra 2 yards after. Jets already starting to call some timeouts. 2 left for them, all 3 for us. 1 minute, 10 seconds as we hand this one off. Gaskin right down the middle. He doesn't care about getting the touchdown. He's fine killing the clock and getting the field goal. Either way we do it, should be a win for us, knock on wood. Just need to obviously not mess up before then. Gonna send Bourne in motion, fake the jet sweep, hand it off Gaskin down the middle. All right, a little bit at a time. However, we do need 4 here, but no timeouts remain for the Jets. 3rd and 4. We go with a delayed handoff. Gaskin just runs straight for the defenders. Let this clock roll, and we'll kick the field goal to put us up late. All right, Rosas, this is for the lead with 14 seconds. Kicking just outside the 30 would be about a 40-yarder. And he puts it right in between the uprights with a much-needed field goal. Talked earlier about that field goal possibly coming back to bite us. Luckily, it doesn't. That's at least if our defense can keep them out of the end zone for 8 more seconds. Patrick Mahomes will set up the Hail Mary attempt. Sitting back there, pass rush not going to get there, tossing it far as he can, and it hits the turf. We will beat the Jets, and that should just about clinch our spot in the playoffs. You won't see us do anything cleanly, but at the end of the day, we got the job done, 27-24, winning all categories but takeaways. And with that win, all the way down here at 12th, almost middle of the pack in the NFL, we clinch our spot in the playoffs. So week 18 doesn't really matter much, maybe a little bit towards seeding, but either way, season 1, we're making the playoffs. So we'll go ahead and sim on through week 18, see who our wildcard opponent is, and then wrap up with the stats from season 1. Did everything up to this point, so go ahead and sim on through. And it'll be the Washington Commanders after a week 18 35-21 victory. So all in all, season pans out kind of exactly how it really played. Inconsistently consistent. About the best way to describe this season. But as mentioned, we're going to wrap up taking a look at the stats. Now, last we saw, offense, 28th in the NFL, not very good. Defense, though, 5th. Do keep in mind we play on 8-minute quarters. Sim stats are all for 15, so a little bit of a disparity there. But let's take a look at the final bit of stats. Obviously, with Mariota getting injured, his stats did not change since last we saw. But in Gardner Minshew's 4 starts, he had 957 throwing, had 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and completed 66% of his throws, which was better than what we had with Mariota with a 62%. Also sacked 8 times, Mariota sacked 31 times. In the rushing department, Alexander Mattison, I think, came back for that last game, so he finishes off a little under 700, 5 touchdowns, 2 fumbles though, averaging 3.5 a carry. Gaskin 3.4 a carry with 5 touchdowns, 1 fumble. Mariota had 3 more rushing touchdowns, 4 fumbles. Minshew, 1 touchdown, 1 fumble. Verdell also had a rushing touchdown as well as Bourne, and 2 for Nall. Receiving wise, Hodgins somehow ends up over 1,000 yards. He was our 3rd, if not 4th, for a majority of the season, and in the last few weeks, I don't know, just had something special going with Gardner Minshew. Barely gets over 1,003. 8 touchdowns for him, averaged about 60 yards a game. Bourne, similar average, 9 touchdowns, 973. Cooks ends up being our 3rd best receiver, at least statistically. 4 touchdowns for him, 964 through the air. And Juwan Johnson, really good in terms of yards, just shy of 800. 2 touchdowns for him. Pettis ends up getting 2 touchdowns and 1 for Verdell and Ryan Nall. Blocking wise, both of the tackles end up not doing fantastic, but okay. At least it's less than 1 a game. Paradis, really solid about half a game. Rollier, fantastic. Right guard, Samalu, again, not sure if it's correct, but really solid there. Dillard only 1, and he did play in about a third of the snaps of everyone else. So if we do end up starting him at tackle next season, we could just assume then times it by 3 would just be 3 sacks compared to Leno and Lucas, who had 10 and 11 each. So that might mean we could maybe trade Leno, help us to maybe get someone else if we end up going into an offseason. Defensively, it was a neck-and-neck tie for our leading tackler. 2 players over 100. Shaq Thompson has 108 and Patrick O 107. Tackles for a loss, also pretty close. 14 for DeMarcus Lawrence, 12 for Vita Vea, and 10 for Kayvon Thibodeau. We also had a few others spread down the line, which you can see as we go on through. One thing I will say, Patrick O did not get a lot of tackles for loss. Sack-wise, 18.5 for DeMarcus Lawrence, 8.5 for Vita Vea, 7.5 for Kayvon Thibodeau, and then a steep drop-off, only 1.5 for Mike Purcell, 1 for Danny Shelton, and then half for Wingard, Patrick O, and Luvu. Luvu also is a potential guy I might trade if we get to an off season. But Patrick O, despite not being a great tackle for a loss guy, led the team in interceptions with 5, 3 for Marcus Peters, 2 for Sidney Jones and Jalen Thompson, and then 1 for Luvu, Thompson, and Thomas Graham, who was just one of the various guys who came in the slot here and there. We did not force a lot of fumbles, but we did have one with Thibodeau, Wingard, and Thompson. Of those 3, though, we only recovered 1, and that was with Kyler Gordon. And the only player to score a touchdown on our defense, you guessed it, Patrick O. Fantastic job from him this season. We'll see if he remains a starter next year. He is already 30 years old, so he might not. But again, that also depends if we go into it next year. Again, the series ends if we win a Super Bowl, which we're going to the postseason, so fingers crossed. We'll see. In terms of extra points, not too bad from Rosas, hit 97%. Field goals, on the other hand, not great, only 80%. Punting-wise, Johnny Hecker ends 47.8 yards a punt. So as we head on into the postseason starting next episode, if you're new to the series, as a reminder, it changes when we get to the postseason. Only 1 game per episode as a way to not spoil how that game or how the season ends, right? So only 1 game per episode, but you get to choose how often these come out. The next one will be out on Wednesday. From there, as long as we get a win and you guys get the video 50 likes, we'll be back again the very next day. So on Thursday, then rinse and repeat until either we lose or you guys don't hit the like goal. Then it just goes to the typical upload dates, which are every Wednesday and Saturday. So to make sure you guys don't miss out on when that next one comes out, the first playoff game, make sure you subscribe. It's easy, it's simple, it's free. My little bear icon in the bottom right, click it, you'll subscribe, or you can just go ahead, scroll down, hit the actual subscription button right next to the bell icon, which you should also hit, so you guys can quickly get that video a like, and hopefully we get the win, so we're back again the next day. It'll also let you know when all my other series go live, like the Commanders Replacement Squad series, posted every Monday and Thursday. Funny enough, that's who we're playing. And then Tuesdays and Fridays on FIFA 23, the My Player Career. So a lot coming very soon, potentially with a lot of action with playoffs. So make sure you guys do the things necessary to keep those flowing. And until next time, with playoff football, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
How it's supposed to